We've just checked out of this gorgeous River Lodge hotel after a couple of very relaxing days here. And we're off to the Doi Khun National Park today. The national park's just northeast of here. We're going 36 miles today, but we have a lot of hills. We've set off really early this morning. It's just coming up to 7 o'clock now. But that's because we think it might be quite a tough day today, so it might take us a while. As you can see, this first stretch is pretty flat, but gets a bit hilly later, and then I think the last bit is going to be really pretty steep. We've passed a couple of these workshops now with just huge piles of wood outside, but they seem to be making bricks. There's like stacks of bricks inside as well. So I'm not quite sure what the wood's used for. Fuel, maybe? There's no one here today because it's a Sunday. I just realised it's Easter Sunday today. Happy Easter, everyone. We've come maybe 10 miles or so now, and we're just starting to encounter a few small hills. There's quite a few stretches along here where you can see there have been forest fires fairly recently. It's quite a big problem, I think. It's the reason that the air quality is so poor, and the visibility is really bad as well. It's actually looked really hazy for weeks now. Apparently, the government announced that it would offer a reward for anyone reporting a forest fire, and then swiftly after that, it announced that it would fine anyone starting a forest fire very heavily. Obviously, the initiative didn't have the desired effect at first. Following these two guys on a bike, and the one on the back has got this really long bamboo pole with a plastic bag on the end. I don't know if you can see. Oh, he's dropped it. Stopped filming there because I was really worried that they were doing something illegal and collecting wild animals for trade or something, and that they wouldn't take kindly to me videoing it. But it turned out to be ants. They're collecting them to eat. Not quite sure how they collect them. I thought you could just put a sweet in that bag and you'd be full of ants in no time. By the way, my strange weaving across the road is just because it's getting really steep now. Same principle as downhill skiing, except the gravity is against you in this instance. We're in the national park now, and we have hit the really steep bit. It's actually a really nice road through the forest here, just so quiet. We've hardly seen any other traffic at all. There are some downhill stretches. It's just that the up is so steep in places. For that matter, so is the down. In this section I've got both brakes on full power and I'm still going down quite fast.
just too steep to cycle. No amount of sugary sweets or water are really enough to get us up this hill easily.
There's been a lot of pushing our bikes today. It's actually really hard work pushing as well.
Ben says I can't just sit here and do nothing, I have to admire the nice views, so that's what I'm doing.
Beautiful. You wanted to come up here?
Are we at the top yet?
Nearly.
What's that, Ben?
Just the top.
Thank goodness for that. I'm just so tired.
We've climbed almost 1,000 metres today. It's definitely one of the toughest days we've had yet on this trip. Our hotel's another 5 miles from here, but mainly downhill, thankfully. It's just right on the other edge of the national park. It's very steep coming down too, so we've got our brakes on full. I don't think I could actually stop the bike if I had to at this point in time. Oh great, here's our hotel. I am totally exhausted now. It's so hot as well, it's about 38 degrees now I think. Totally ready for a nice cold beer.
Cheers.
Cheers.
Is this worth the ride up today?
Maybe.
Oh, that's a more positive answer than I anticipated.